The fear of the speed race round of the National Science and Maths Quiz is known as what? The fear of the speed race round in the National Science and Maths Quiz. The National Science and Maths Quiz is known as what? It's known as speed race phobia. So speed race phobia refers to the fear of the speed race round in the National Science and Maths Quiz. Actually, all jokes aside, actually, the fear of speed is known as tachophobia. The fear of speed. So the fear of speed is known as tachophobia. Tachophobia, yes. All jokes aside, the fear of speed is known as tachophobia. Yeah, but in the National Science and Maths Quiz, the fear of the speed race round is known as speed race phobia. Yes, speed race phobia. A speed race phobic contestant is a contestant that hates or dislikes or fears the speed race round in the National Science and Maths Quiz. Yes, so a speed race phobic contestant or even school is a contestant or school that hates or dislikes the speed race round in the National Science and Maths Quiz. That person hates because that's where their weaknesses lie. Yeah, you may get 0 or so they fear. Yeah, so such people or contestants fear the speed race section in the National Science and Maths Quiz. Well, it's up to you. Practice. The fear or dislike of the problem of the day of the National Science and Maths Quiz is known as what? The fear or dislike. The fear or dislike of the problem of the day in the National Science and Maths Quiz is known as what? The fear or dislike of the problem of the day in the National Science and Maths Quiz is known as problem of the day, euphobia. Yeah, problem of the day, euphobia. Swear from the U. Yeah, it starts with there. So, problem of the day, euphobia refers to the fear of the problem of the day of the National Science and Maths Quiz. Yeah, because people normally score 0s, 2, 1, 5, 4, and they don't like that thing. So the fear or dislike of the problem of the day in the National Science and Maths Quiz is known as problem of the day euphobia. Problem of the day euphobia. A contestant, yeah, so a contestant or a school or an individual who dislikes or fears the problem of the day in the National Science and Maths Quiz is known as problem of the day euphobic person. Problem of the day euphobic person, or that person is described as problem of the day euphobic, or we can say that that person is suffering from problem of the day euphobia. Hey, oh boy, I cry. So if you've not subscribed to this channel, do so. Subscribe. Yes, hit the subscribe button and like the video. Like and give your comment about the video. Which type of fear do you have in the National Science and Maths Quiz? What's your fear? So that I'll coin a name for you. Yeah. A person or a contestant who dislikes or hates or fears the problem of the day in the National Science and Maths Quiz is known as problem of the day euphobic contestant or person or even school. So that person is known as problem of the day euphobic person, or if it's a contestant, or if it's the whole school that hate the problem of the day, it's the whole school. So problem of the day euphobic school hates the problem of the day. Yeah. The fear of the true or false round of the National Science and Maths Quiz is known as what? The fear of the true or false round of the National Science and Maths quiz is known as true or false phobia. Yes, true or false phobia refers to the fear or dislike of the true or false round of the National Science and Maths quiz. So, a true or false phobic contestant or person dislikes or fears the true or false round or section of the Nsmq. Yes, a true or false phobic person or contestant or even a school fears or dislikes the true or false round or section of the National Science and Maths quiz. The fear of the riddle section of the National Science and Maths quiz is known as what? The fear or dislike of the riddle section or round in the National Science and Maths quiz is known as radiophobia. Yes, radiophobia refers to the fear of the riddle section or round in the National Science and Maths quiz. Radiophobia. Yeah, so a radiophobic contestant. Radiophobic contestant fears or dislikes the riddle section or round in the National Science and Maths quiz. The fear of the quiz mistress saying the end of scores in the National Science and Maths quiz is known as what? The fear of the quiz mistress saying the end of scores in the National Science and Maths quiz is known as what? So it's known as end of scores phobia. Yes, end of scores phobia refers to the fear of the quiz mistress saying the end of scores in the National Science and Maths quiz. Why? Because you know your fate, whether you are going home or you are progressing. So end of scores phobia refers to the fear of the quiz mistress saying the end of scores in the National Science and Maths quiz. So an end of scores phobic contestant hates or dislikes or fears the quiz mistress saying the end of scores in the National Science and Maths quiz, or an end of scores phobic school. It's a school that fears or dislikes the quiz mistress saying the end of scores. Why?